My name is Birgit Skarstein and I'm a single sculler. I love the single sculler because it's so much about you. It's so much about what you can do in your training, everyday life, and then in competition. You can't, put the blame on anyone else. It's just you. I could be quite rigid, in the way I work, and I have a very busy schedule, so it kind of have to go on point. And I think I would be a little bit hard to work with, if I have to be honest. And I also think that I would have a hard time working with someone else that had their own schedule. We would for sure have to be very aligned to be able to do it. And then I can also be a little bit push it maybe a little bit too far sometimes. And that's hard when you do that to a different person, because I can do it to myself, but doing it to someone else, I think I would be really scared if someone else was actually willing to go all the way with me. It's kind of a freedom knowing that it's up to you. And you can take the chance or you can not take the chance, but it's up to you and you ruin for yourself if you don't do the work. I think what I would really prefer is to be able to jump between boats, and for some periods be a single and some periods be in a team boat, to have that experience, because I can see the camaraderie they have. I can see how they're pulling together. I can see how they're pushing each other, if someone has a bad day, the others will lift them up. And then I see them yelling at each other and being, arguing and not agreeing on the stroke, what is wrong with the boat? And I can see all the discussion. So it's both. And I think that being able to go between boats also makes you more aware of yourself, because you can feel different things with different combinations of athletes. So it maybe makes you a little bit more of a complete rower, because you get to explore the stroke and the boat from different perspectives. You don't get that when you're a single sculler at all the time. But I also feel really lucky because I'm in a team which is really working hard together, even though we're not in the same boat. And we have a team where we have several single scullers. So me and Kjetil, in a way, we're a team. During COVID, we were a cohort. We were together. The double were together, the quad were together. And we help each other also on the water. We know what each other are working on, and we'll help each other when we're out there training. And we'll watch each other racing and push each other. One of the challenges with being a single scull is that it's all up to you. So you always have to pick yourself up. And it's not so easy to discuss what's going on inside the boat. At least you have to do it with yourself. I would, think it would be cool to have someone else's perspective or thoughts, because I don't have the right answer necessarily. I just have my perspective. And then I have the discussion with my coach and I have the discussion with the other boats in the water, but actually being in a boat, feeling it together with someone, I think we could go even deeper into what's actually going on in the boat. You for sure have to be a hard nut to be in a single over time, because it's really tough. And it's about structure, it's about pushing yourself through your everyday training. It's all up to you. You're there on the starting line by yourself. It's quite a lonely position, and it's all up to you, and you have to withhold that pressure. And you have to have that positive self-talk throughout the race, because there's no one else picking it up. Sometimes I can hear my teammates talking about, then I felt them just going, and I was just hang on there. There's no one that goes and takes you with them. You have to go yourself, and you have to follow through, and you have to stand through it. And then also when you get off the field, you have to evaluate really strictly with yourself and be like, that's where I'm good enough, that's where I'm good enough, that's where I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this properly, or I have to do this better. And then you have to go back and do it. And it's a little bit of a lonely position over time, and it really needs dedication. when I have longer periods of time where things just don't work, I lean on structure and I lean on reminding myself what the end goal is. And that end goal is not now. The end goal is usually the Paralympic Games, or the World Championships. My long-term goal for now is the Paralympic Games in Paris. And what I'm really excited for in Paris is that Rio was so far away, it was impossible for so many people to come over and see. And Tokyo was COVID, so no one was there. So what I'm really excited about with Paris is that there's going to be so much friends and family there that's been a part of this whole journey. Being able to share the moment of the games and the joy, and just sensation, the feeling, of bringing the whole world together. It's amazing when you walk through the village and you see people from absolutely all over the world and you're all there together and you feel so connected, and we're like, we're doing this together. Like, it's such a special feeling, and being able to share that with my family and my friends and being together again and hopefully perform the best I can do